Hello everyone and welcome back to another Serie A video where this time I'm talking about Matchday 23 and the results that came with it. So first game was Sassuolo and Napoli. Napoli, their star duo, strike again. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia scored their first goal and the second goal was scored by Victor Osimhen, the Nigerian striker, who now has 18 goals in the Serie A this season. And Osimhen got injured through this game and or in the game, and he was subbed off. But I think he is okay. I believe he's playing against Frankfurt today when I'm filming this. Then and also Sassuolo, they haven't had great season, but yeah, they're still not in the relegation zone as of now, so it could be worse. Then Sampdoria and Bologna played against each other. Bologna managed to get a win 2-1 away from home. Soriano was the first goal scorer for Bologna. Then Abdelhamid Sabiri scored from penalty spot to make the game 1-1 and maybe give Sampdoria some hope of getting a win or something, or at least draw. But then Orsolini scored a late winner for Bologna, and they managed to win the game. And Sampdoria, they have had a rough season and it continues. And for Bologna, they are back-to-back have back-to-back wins now, and back-to-back wins, back to winning ways. I meant to say, I was thinking about Milan, who is next. Milan, they have back-to-back wins with 1-0 win against Monza away from home. Junior Messias was the only goal scorer in that game, and Milan, they're doing better now, but they're fourth. But they still need to be better if they want to stay fourth or stay in the UEFA Champions League spots for next season. And Monza, they battled hard, but they lost this game. And better luck next match for them. And Milan, they are trying to stay in the top four. Then Inter and Udinese played against each other. Inter managed to win the game 3-1. First goal was scored for Inter by Romelu Lukaku from the penalty spot. Nice to see him scoring. He hasn't had the best season, but and World Cup didn't go that great for him, but nice to see him scoring. Then Mkhitaryan and Martinez were also the goal scorers for Inter. Lautaro Martinez having a good season. Udinese, the only goal scorer for them was Lovric. And Udinese, they haven't won in last 4 games, and they're not doing that well in the standings, at least not that well as they were a couple weeks ago. They were 7th or 8th, but now I believe they're 10th or something like that. But they are slowly going downwards in the standings in Serie A. And Inter, they have to continue winning if they want to have any chance of winning the Serie A. I do think that it's probably decided that Napoli wins it. They have had an incredible form this season, only lost 1 game in Serie A, and they are 15 points clear. It's just absolutely fantastic season for Napoli, and 15 points for Inter to gain in the last 15 matches. That's gonna be tough task for them, but they need to win probably every game from now on, at least close to it, and hope Napoli stumbles along the way. Then Atalanta and Lecce played against each other. This might be one of the more surprising results out of this match day. Rasmus Højlund was the only goal scorer for Atalanta, but Cisse and Blin were the goal scorers for Lecce, and that made the game 2-1. Lecce won the game away from home, and it's just surprising that they lose to Lecce because they won Lazio last matchday 22. So and Lecce's recent better form, at least better compared to what they were going, what they had going before. They're now doing better, and thanks to that, they're probably not getting relegated. Then Fiorentina and Empoli played. It was 1-1 draw. Cambiagi's goal, it looked like Empoli would win the game, but then Artur Cabral scored 85th minute, and the Brazilian forward's goal made the game 1-1, and it ended up being that way. Fiorentina, they had 27 shots overall, 4 on goal, but still quite a lot. And two mid-table teams, they share points here, and Empoli is probably much happier with this result. Fiorentina has had a rough season, and it doesn't go well here also. Then Salernitana and Lazio played against each other. As I said with Atalanta, Lazio lost to them last time, so Lazio looking for revenge. Not against Atalanta, but against Salernitana. They won the game 2-0. Ciro Immobile scored twice, one from penalty spot, one that wasn't. And for Salernitana it didn't help that Dylan Brown got the red card at 88 minutes. So that stopped any comeback, even though I don't think there was any comeback coming. But and Salernitana, their losing streak continues, and Lazio, this was an important win because it looked like they were maybe fading from the Champions League spots for next season, but they are trying to get back in there, and they're not that far away. Then, speaking of not far away, Juventus played against Spezia. Spezia lost the game 2-0. Juventus won game 2-0 away from home. Moise Kean and Angel Di Maria were the goal scorers for Juventus, and Spezia got more shots in total and on goal as well, and Juventus, they were just efficient enough, and they didn't have that many shots, or at least had less than Spezia, but they still managed to win. And that 15-point deduction, which I have mentioned in many of my videos already, that really makes them not look that great in the standings, but they're climbing up quite fast and trying to salvage the season, maybe get to Europa Conference League or Europa League spots, but Champions League spots are probably too far away for them. 15 points, it was 12 points, 15 points probably before this, but 12 points behind Milan and Roma, third and fourth teams. So 15 games left, 12 points. They can do it, but they need to win these games that they are playing in the last 15 match days. Then Roma and Hellas Verona played against each other. The only goal scorer was Ola Solbakken, a Norwegian player who they signed in winter transfer window. And it was first goal for Solbakken as well, and Roma really needed this win after the loss against Salzburg in Europa League, and they absolutely are happy with this result, although they probably would have wanted to win with more goals, but 1-0 win, that's good enough. And it's not surprising loss for Hellas Verona. They are 18th, and I didn't expect to win Roma, especially after seeing that Roma lost against Salzburg midweek. And the final game that was played on Monday was Torino and Cremonese. Torino, Antonio Sanabria scored the opening goal for them. Then Cremonese, Chachut and Valeri were the goal scorers for Cremonese, and it looked like maybe Cremonese could get their first win. Well, they won in Cup, but first win in Serie A. They still haven't won a game in this season, and it ended up being 2-2 draw, because after Valeri goal 5 minutes went, and then Wilfried Singo scored for Torino, and but Cremonese is still probably happier with this draw than Torino. of course, Torino much higher up in the standings than Cremonese, and Cremonese got at least 1 point out of this, so they have to be some kind of there has to be some kind of happy feeling for Cremonese, but they would have wanted to win their first league game, and they're probably going down to Serie B, but yeah, in the Italian second division. But let me know your thoughts about this Serie A Matchday 23 games. Did you find any of these games exciting or surprising? And how did your favorite team do? And hit the like and subscribe if you would like to see more football and Serie A content. And have a nice day.